How y'all doing today? It's April 29th, 2018, and this is Big Sturgis with Southwest Florida Rebel News. Well, starting out today with more of the gun issue. Anti-American Rhode Island Senator Josh Miller told a reporter that said that the Second Amendment shall not be infringed, what did not understand that, turn around and basically told him to F off. Basically, F yourself. And one of his little minions, one of the Rhode Island Senator's little minions, said the same thing to the reporter. So basically, this points out that this man is anti-constitutional. I really hope that Rhode Islanders do something about this guy and really freaking, we can't let people that are sitting there and not, how do I put it, sitting there and freaking not respect the country that's employing them. Not respect the people that are giving them their job and want to take the people that give them their job rights away. I mean, come on, people, let's get them out of there. Also, for all the ladies out there, if you guys are looking to possibly get a free facial, have a special going on with a friend of mine. I'm gonna give you guys a number and for you to text. When you text this number, tell them you're interested in the free facial. You'll have a time and date and location to show up to. I believe it's in Naples. So for those in Lee County, it's kind of far, and Northern Broward, but it's still worth looking into. I mean, hell, it's free. Why not, right? You guys want to text 954-274-1289. The number will be in the description. I'll tell you who to ask for in the description. It's definitely something worth looking into and see how you guys like it. I mean, wait, it's free. It's a party. From what I understand, it's a women's party type thing. So I asked to promote it, so that's what I'm doing. Just hope you guys like it. On the other thing, coming up, like I said, I've been saying in my videos, I'm hearing now that it's May 2nd, not May 3rd, because it's Wednesday that this is supposed to happen. I'll be going to the ARM public disclosure thing about what evidence they have, what evidence they show to state attorney, so forth and so on. Got some questions. I'll hopefully be able to record that live through my phone at location and see how the thing goes. And from there, we'll have to work it out. Third, Trump rally happened up in Michigan, and he touched on North Korea, South Korea. I'm laughing about this because let's look at the facts here. When he got in and started all this stuff with Kim Jong-un, everybody swore up and down, we're going to get nuked, we're going to get nuked, we're going to get nuked because he's doing this, he's doing that, we're going to get nuked. Well, instead of being nuked, now we're talking denuclearization over time with the Korean Peninsula and North Korea agreeing. Trump's, as they say, there's method to the madness. Trump's mentality has worked. Trump's mentality has gotten North to the table. It's actually got him come over the border and be in South Korea and discuss with South Korean soil. That in itself is another accomplishment. Yes, we've had problems with this repeating, but let's see where it goes. Because a lot of media outlets on the left are just reporting that it happened, but they're not reporting how all this time they've been saying, oh, this will never happen. Trump is causing too much trouble. It will never happen. It'll never be peaceful because Trump is in there. Now this has happened peacefully. They don't know what to say. They really don't. Trump is also on the immigration. And what gets me is I think if people ain't thinking about this, the wall construction has started. They said the wall they said that would never be built, it's being built. Maybe section by section, but it's being built. And it's starting in the sanctuary state, happy sanctuary little state of California. Around San Diego, California. And I think that's symbolic. Because if you really think about it, here's a state wanting to break all our laws, all our constitution, and basically tell Trump, no, we're not going to do what you tell us to do, although that's in what he's asking is within his right as a president because it's constitutionally protected. And Obama did the same thing. They applied. So this shows they're using party politics instead of constitutional politics to obstruct him. But they're building the wall. Started in San Diego. And it's going up pretty quick. I've watched a video of them building it. It's all prefab, so it's being prefabbed, shipped to site, put up. So it's a quick moving construction. So that's what they're doing. And hopefully, with this quick of a design and build up, hopefully we can get a building across the whole border. Now, people have said, well, those start digging tunnels. Yeah, but it's a lot harder to dig a tunnel than to cut a chain link fence, folks. So, and we could change that tunneling information. Back in the 1990s, I want to say 1980s, a friend of my grandfather's was picking blueberries on a military base. Didn't realize he was on military territory. And he was out there for 2 days doing it. Day 2 or 3, the soldiers came out and talked to him. So you get me. I'm just like, yeah, we've been watching you on cameras and monitoring when you step by sensors. This is 1990s and 80s sensors. So really, let him put the wall up and let's put sensors along. If they start to dig a tunnel, we detect the digging. Send someone out to sink it. Or if you're saying, well, this won't work, then right behind the wall, we'll dig a deep trench, concrete, 20 feet, 30 feet. Make it where they dig up to that wall, have sensors on that wall, then the earth is moving around it. Now, I understand in some places like California, they have earthquakes, so seismographic might send false reading, but that was where you'll have communication between the National Geological Society for, the people that run the stuff for U.S. on the earthquakes, and Border Patrol. Hey, did you have a tremor at this point at this time? Yes, we had tremors that moved down from where they originate from. Did it originate from there? If it's originating from there, Border Patrol needs to do an investigation. If not, then okay, originating from the north, worked its way south to the border. All right, we're good. So that will solve that issue. He also touched on about California. Trump did about how they're talking about this and that. How people, there is currently a man that's collected more than double the amount of signatures needed for California to be split into separate states. You heard me right. Split into separate states. They're talking about splitting into 3 states. Northern California, 3 or 4 states. Northern California, Central California, California, and Southern California. So yeah, 4 states. There's 3 or 4 depending on who you talk to, how they want to break it up. But back in something, he only could get 366. He needed like 400 or something. Now he's got over 600,000 signatures. So that's more than enough for it to go on the ballot. So we can start seeing new states added to the union within the state of California's current borders. So I mean that's the big thing about it. And I mean, there's just so much going on in today's world. And also I saw a report on Breitbart, more Facebook censorship by basically a group won a march saying we don't want sanctuary cities, we don't want illegal border crossing, and Facebook shut down the page. Shut it down. This is the same thing they did to the million trucker protests that's supposed to drive on DC over Obamacare when Obama was being pushed in. Facebook shut down their profile. This is what I'm getting at. Facebook swears up and down they are not censoring. They're a place of all ideas except for terrorism and stuff like that. No, you're not. You're lying. Mark Zuckerberg, you are not in control of your company, and people under you are doing shit without your knowledge, without your permission, or you are a straight liar. You need to either come forth, take control of your company, or admit that you're a part of it. One or the other. And if you like it or not, hey, that's fact. Because you know what? If you put yourself out there as a media outlet, are you a publisher or not? Are you responsible for the content or not? You can't be both. You can be both in one sense. If legislation is put up that you cannot regulate what people say, unless it is proof a criminal act, you have to provide the statute. Unless it's inciting, and you have to have both a conservative and a liberal overview it. If it's not an actual terroristic threat in a person's, they'll review it. Can't work for you. They must be independent contractors. Even if you don't like it, and you can never fire them. They must be independent contractors to overview your overview. End of story. Because it's like policing the police. That's what internal affairs is for. And you know what? We need internal affairs for Facebook that you do not control. That the taxpayer controls. Because you know what? That will end this real quick. Your little fake censorship that you deny happening when it is happening. And I wonder how many of those politicians at the Diamond and Silk thing are on your payroll. I'm actually going to go through their finances. I'm going to see if I can find their finances. If I do, and I find you ever made a donation, I'm going to point that out. This is what I'm saying. People need to take the time to say, you know what? It's obvious they're censored. There's a video out there right now I saw on Facebook right after Diamond Silk things where the guy was trying to like them. Never heard them. Try to like them, try to get them first. And on Facebook would automatically put them back to standard. Put it back to standard. Put it back to standard. If I can find that clip, I will edit it into his video. So you'll see his video. So the point is that all these powers are working against Trump, working against the American people, working against your First Amendment rights and your Second Amendment rights, and yet we're called conspiracy theories, but yet they're doing it right to our face. But we point out, oh, we're dumb. We don't know you're lying. You know, don't know what you're talking about. Really? How do we not know what we're talking about? You're doing it right here in front of us. Oh, no, we're not. Yeah, you are. I mean, that's the biggest thing. People that are pathological liars will never stop lying. Even when they know they're caught, they keep lying in hopes that if they say it enough, you will believe it. That is a fact of a pathological liar. And that's why they say, oh, we're not coming for your guns. Well, yeah, you did back on this poster. Oh, no, you didn't see that. Yeah, I did. So, or the Democrats say they want all your guns. Miss Frankenstein from California back in 1990. So when you point out these facts, they shut up. They use talking points, and then they shut up, and they don't know what to say, or they like it's crazy. But that's my short little skit for today. Hope to have more for you guys tomorrow. Later.